Hi everyone. I hope I'm audible to all. I'm not sure whether the video is coming or not. Can someone ping me in chat and confirm if you guys able to watch it and able to see my screen? Because I'm not sure. Let me do the checks again. Yeah, I believe it's visual now. Okay, thank you so much. So let's have a discussion about the Zscaler, right? As the name itself is showing Zscaler Internet Access lab demo. So we'll try to understand about the labs, right? How basically actually Zscaler Internet Access is going to look like. And along with that Zscaler Internet Access, we'll try to discuss about the different certifications as well and what are the most certification you might be required. Likewise for the Cisco, you have to complete some certifications. For the Juniper, you have to complete some certification like the firewalls, FortiGate, and Palo Alto, Checkpoint. Similarly, for the Zscaler also, we have the certification program. And if you want to become the certified engineer of Zscaler, you should also know about what is the right way to become a Zscaler certified engineer. And what are the certification are available and what are the official study materials as well by which you can refer and you can become the certified engineer. Okay. First of all, I'm just presenting one of this screen. Maybe you see that. And there is a URL admin.gscloud.net, right? And you can see the dashboard. So what is this, right? And you can see in this section on the left top corner, right? We have this tenant that is known as a GIA. So this is known as Zscaler Internet Access, right? So which is known as the GIA, Zscaler Internet Access. So we are going to discuss about this. What is Zscaler Internet Access? I'm not going to discuss what is Zscaler Internet Access, but I'll just try to demonstrate what are the features available in the Zscaler Internet Access and which section, what kind of the configuration troubleshooting we can do that, right? I believe in the previous session, we had a lot of have a discussion about what is GIA, what is GPA, right? And what is the ZDX as well. So you guys are aware. We also know about the GCC client connector, and we also have the client connector portal as well. That is mobile portal that also we see how it is going to be login. So I believe for the platform point of view and different product point of view, you guys have the basic idea. If not having idea, you just go on this channel. You'll find the multiple videos available by me, and you can just refresh your knowledge, right? So I'm not going to discuss about that. The main focus of today's session, we'll discuss about the certification part and some feature and almost all the features, how it is going to look like on the Zscaler Internet Access, right? So first time, when you're going to log in this Zscaler Internet Access, it is going to require your username and password. And that is only available if you are the Zscaler client. Means if you are working with the Zscaler, might be your company is working with the Zscaler, you have the subscription for this Zscaler product, then only we have the this tenant username and password, and then only you can log in. By default, the lab is not possible. You cannot do the labs part like with the Cisco, Fortinet, Checkpoint. We can create a lab, we can deploy in the VM environment, and we can do some testing and all feature, everything we can complete the learning. This is not possible with the Zscaler. There is a paid subscriptions, paid labs, and the lab cost is quite very high. You have to pay for 8 hours lab. If you're going to official take lab after completing the learning and all, you have to pay 1200 US dollar for just 8 hours lab. Different program they have. They have the essential program, right? EDU 200, EDU 202, right? So these are the certification name 200. They have the program that EDU 202 as well, 204 as well. So different certification program we have, and you want to test any program lab after completion your learning, you have to pay that much amount. Some cases you might be pay 600 for some of the cases, but yes, if you need 8 hours lab, that you have to pay that much amount, right? So it's not a free lab. You can just go and explore, and that's why in the market also the labs are not available. Okay. So I have the tenant right now. sorry. And by using this tenant, we'll try to explore what are the all features we have. So once I log in, we are going to get such kind of the dashboard. And in this dashboard, you can just visualize how many users are here, total number of connection of that user, right? We have the URL category, right? So you know the URL category. So what are different URL category we have? You can click on that particular different URL category, and you can see 19% professional services. Here 18% information technology based URLs, right? And we have the internet services based URL, and we have the corporate marketing as well. And also we have the generative AI and the machine learning application. So in URL category out of 100%, and this is the last 3 days. If you want to check last 48 hours, that is also going to give the like latest data for 24 hours. If you want to customize 7 day, 24 hours, it is also possible, right? So last 24 hours, there is no data. So 48 hours, we have some data and we can figure it out what all the information we have and how many connection went through that particular GIA tenant, right? Similarly, if you have some kind of the ATP, advanced threat preventions, and any kind of a threat is going to be blocked, that is going to show here. Streaming media applications, location type, top application segment, cloud application users. It means we have a lot of cloud-based applications as well. And if you want to access those applications, that is going to show in this section. You can just click that, and it is going to give the, if you want to click the IT services log as well. So it is going to give the log view. So it is going to redirect to the log section, and you're going to see inside logs, what time it was to happen. So it is just fetching the logs, and you can see these logs are completely showing here. And by using this logs feature, you can see that what labs means what user, what time, what type of the URL they have access. You can see different like block time. If it is a block, then it is going to show you the block, what kind of the application, IT services applications, means cloud-based applications basically, and which type of URL category. So you can say business and economy, it is showing that. And also we have the different like organization, what are the like server certifications. If you want to see the full name, you can see that. So I'll discuss this all, how the logs can be even filtered. You just click on 3 dots. So some are filled are the hidden, right? So you can see some are already showing, but if you want to see some IP, application activity, upload file name, download file name, document type, requested version. So you just click that user location. So you just have to click the box. And once you click the box, that is going to available in your log format. Additionally, if you want to see the any kind of the client IP address, that is also possible. That is a local IP address, external IP address, server IP address. By default, it is not available. But when once you click SL inspection is happening or not. So how many data has been sent, how many data has been received, that also you can see from this particular log section. So we have a lot of field. MD5 has saying we have download file name. So you can see a lot of parameters. So whatever you want to see, OS version of device, host name of device, device owner name, that all is going to be available. Once you have to click, you can see the IPs are still start showing here, and these are different server IP, client IP I can see here, and this is the going to do the communication. So in dashboard itself, in any section, if you go that and try to get the information, that is going to be available. And after clicking, it is going to redirect you for the log view, analyze the chart. If you click the analyze the chart, then you are going to get the chart, like which type of application, what time happened, and you can just want to change the time durations, like previous week, 1 month, any specific time duration. That is also possible. You can do that. And if you want to change the chart type, this is right now in the, you can see pie chart. You want to change the bar chart. So it is going to show in the bar chart. See, this is the bar chart. You want to see in the line chart. It is going to say the line chart. You want to see in the table format. It is going to show in the table format as well. So different formatting also. We have the different option to just filter. I want to filter some kind of the logs based on the location. Then it is also possible protocol user, so we can just put the username and all. So it is also possible based on different user. I can just filter out, and it is going to show you the username as well. And based on that user activity, you can figure out what kind of the URL has been, basically cloud application URL has been accessed, right? So we'll discuss step by step in more detail, more about the, when we discuss about the analytics tab. So we have the lot of parameters available to just do the troubleshooting and all. But the most important in dashboard itself, you having a lot of feature, and by referring those features, you can like understand what is happening in my network, and you can understand what is going through my all overall security infrastructure and how Zscaler is going to help to protect what kind of threats has been happened, which user is doing what kind of activity. So every log is going to be available on this particular portal, right? So these are the default behavior which is available, but you want to modify this behavior. Let's suppose I want to drag it, right? I don't want to see that. So just simply go and remove this. This is going to be removed from your portal. See, this has been changed, right? If you want to again move somewhere else, you want to see here, this is also possible. So drag and drop is also possible. You just have to drag this. You have to click somewhere. Sorry, let me see. And you just have to drag it. I want to see in the left side, you can do that. I want to see in this particular right side, I can do that also. Let me drag it so you can see it. So you just have to carefully click on the drag option. It is going to drop as well. You want to see who done what YouTube is streaming, how many bytes they have consumed, that also possible. And if you want to remove that, definitely I told you, let's say I want to remove the location type, I simply click and remove that also. But I want to add some new widgets. Means in dashboard, I want to see more features. How can I do that? So simply you can see there is two things, add a note. You want to add any note, you can just note that test note. Let me put here. Test note. So this node is going to be added here. So probably you can see this node is moving and you can just put anywhere this node is going to be available. So this is not going to be required, but you want to note any special things on the dashboard, it is also possible. Any special instruction you want to give. So administrator is going to be login, then he is going to get the like how it is going to look like. Most important, if I want to add the widgets, how it is going to look like. So widgets, let's suppose I want to see web insights, means web related applications, means web, whatever the all URL based things are happening through my Zscaler, that all is going to be shown on this particular website. And we have the different filter criteria. Let's suppose I put like internet traffic. I'm just putting it. So web is always going to be internet traffic. So you want to see in the overall data. So you can see, I can put overall data. Transitions, I want to see, or byte-based data I want to see. Both option is available. So let's suppose I put the byte-wise data. I want to see the bar chart, pie chart, this all option is available. And in this particular section, what I want to see. So I want to see like, let me put internet traffic thread detail, right? This is what I want to see that. So I want to see the thread information. So how I can just modify the filter. So you can see we have the lot of information, DLP, file sharing activity. So users activity. So what I'm going to do, I just select the advanced category of the threads and it is asking any threads or any specific threads you want to see. Even it is going to be customized. So thread having the multiple category. You can see the botnet, callback, browser. We have the exploit, cross-site scripting, crypto mining. We have the malicious content, other threads, peer-to-peer. If I want to select anything, it is possible. If I want to see all the things, it is also possible. I simply click on OK and see my new dashboard has been created. And they identify there are lot of logs are available. And all logs you can see again by clicking on the view chart. So my threads for the all internet traffic, it just start showing in this section. Similarly, if I want to see any other information, let me see what I want to see. So I want to see DLP engine, means whatever the DLP engine is going to refer the dictionary to just, filter the data which is going on to internet based on the company policy. It might be blocked, it might be allowed. So I want to see that, right? So I can put here DLP engine traffic. So I can put a name here simply. And I just want to see again the pie chart. And if I want to specify any location, any department, that is also possible. And then I can click OK. This is done. So this can be data is going to be. So right now there is no data because there is nothing is happening for the DLP point of view. So no data is showing here. But if there is data, this is going to make other pie chart look like in this way. So we have the lot of options like web you want to see. Similarly, you want to see the firewall related stuffs, right? Like any kind of the application, blog, IP, and all. So you can do that also. DNS related also you can do that. So based on need, Based on your need, you can create the different widgets, and that can be available on your dashboard. Anytime you can remove, anytime you can add. This is not going to create any problem. It's just for the your convenience. When you log into the dashboard, you have the data already available, and by referring to data, at least you understand what is happening in my network. This is the dashboard, right? So probably you guys have a little bit idea why dashboard is going to be used. You can just customize the date and time, and you can see the latest log and some old log as well. Now the second most powerful tab we have I'm talking about the troubleshooting point of view today only. Configuration we'll discuss in that some different session because a lot of things we have to discuss. So in this particular analytics sections, right? We have a lot of things. Trust me, we have a lot of things. You can see I just click on the analytics and I have the n number of things. Cyber security insights, interactive report I can prepare, company risk score report, industry peer comparison, system audit report, security policy audit report, sandbox activity report. We have the SaaS security report. We have the configuration risk report, IoT discovery report, right? And we have data discovery. So these reports are very useful, right? Why this is useful? Because see, the first section is reporting, second section is insights. So in analytics, we have two sections. One is insight and one is the reporting. So reporting, you are going to get ready-made report, which is always going to available on your GIA portal. And by referring those reports, we can do a lot of improvement for your organization. You can understand what is happening with other organization because this is an industry peer comparison. Means this report is going to show you what is happening, which is your competitor in the market. So you can see we have, this is the average transactions. You can see the peer average is 1.25 and cloud average is this one, right? This is just showing the peer one, right? And means that the company like you, right? They're using the similar kind of features and all. So you can compare the report, right? So this report, you can see here clearly written as this report compare your organization performance for the preceding month, right? Previous months you can think about that both peer organizations, that all company using the cloud services. Means if you want to compare, let's suppose you're working with the any company, let's suppose you're working with a Wipro, right? And you want to compare with the Airtel. So you can do this comparison and you can understand how Wipro is doing, how Airtel is doing, and where I'm lacking, and I can just use some kind of the modification in my policy so that I'll be also in the same place. This is just August report. You can see that, right? So similarly, you can see company risk score as well. How my company risk score means if I am just using this all feature. So if I have the risk score, right now it is not available. You can see here, let me just put little bit more longer date. Let me see. So basically no available because a demo based GIA admin tenant. So no traffic is processing through that. So basically you can see there is nothing is happening, but if the score is green means low, right? So you are good, but you are high and critical, then you have to take some actions. So this is also going to give the your very good insights about everything, right? So let me change the date. There is no data available at all site. So you can see that. So different report, you want to peer comparison, you want to cyber security insights, like what is happening in cyber security real time and all. So you can just check the cyber security insight last 14 days. So there is no data. As I mentioned, this is a dummy one. So no data. System audit report, SUS application summary report. So any related to report things you are going to find in this particular section. Probably it is going to be less used by you being a security engineer or probably cloud security engineer. This section is going to be less used by you because probably reports are going to be prepared, just going to be audited by your consultant, your architect, might be your managers who are in the senior roles. But what is the most important for your day-to-day activity? That is the insights one. So likewise, you do the troubleshooting in the Palo Alto firewall, checkpoint firewall. This is the same thing is going to be happen if you want to do the real-time troubleshooting. These insights are going to be your good friend. Means any source, any destination, any application, any URL, any kind of the inspection, any forwarding. If you want to see that, that is going to be available here. So you just have to make a very good friend and you can do each and everything by using the insights. Let's suppose I want to see the web insights, firewall insights, mobile insight, DNS insight, thread insight, tunnel insight, search security insights. So these are the different feature. Web is basically any web applications, means any HTTPS based traffic that is going to work on port 80 and 443. Mobile insight means any mobile users which is going to use the Zscaler services. What is happening on that particular mobile devices, roaming devices, like all activity is going to be captured. Firewall means this GIA also having the firewalls integrated module. So any port related, any let's suppose ICMP traffic, telnet traffic, SS traffic, DNS traffic, any FTP based traffic, whatever you want to filter based on the ports protocol that is possible in the firewall insights. So you can go and check the most troubleshooting in web insight and the firewall insight. Sometime you'll check in the threat insights tunnel, like GRE tunnel, IPsec tunnel, you are building that. So you also have to troubleshoot tunnel related traffic. So you can do that also. SaaS security means, let's suppose I want to integrate my GIA tenant with the SaaS application like box.com. We have the Dropbox, right? We have the Office 365, so we have the Workday. So different SaaS application also we have, and I want to use those kind of insights, I can use that. So let me show you one demo. Let's suppose I want to go in the web insights. So what is available? So we have the insights and we have the logs. So there is two things. I want to do the deeper side. I want to do some logs. So this is the logs are available here based on some kind of the filtration. Let's suppose I want to check the logs. So what date, like you want to say last 1 minute, even the log is going to be there. You want to change in the last, let's about 10 hour or might be the current day. It is also possible, or might be the current week. So whole week log is going to be available. So you can just select the time frame from here. Now we have the option, what you want to see that. So we have the various like kind of the option available. So if I just want to check the client IP, so you have to exactly give the client IP address, like it should be the IPv4, IPv6. So let's suppose I want to match. So you want to give the exact IP address either in this format or IPv6 in this format. You want to specify just IPv4, so you just put the IPv4 that all IPv4 related data is going to be available. Only IPv4. You want to again do some others information, like you want to check any other file type, gateway IP address, flow type, forwarding method. So you can add more filters. Server IP, you want to see that. So you want to see the server IP, you have to put a server IP address. I don't know what is server's IP address. Just put the IP. So it is going to fill get the information about your IP and server IP, whatever the all transition is going to be happen. Similarly, you want to download this file in the CSV in the Excel file. So you click on this. No, I don't want to download. I want to display in the right side. I want to see in the right side. How many record you want to display? Here there is a 1K, 5K, 10K, 25K. So I want to see 1K. That's enough for me. So I can just apply the filter and it is going to search the logs. So you can see it is trying to fetch the log from nanolog servers, right? So it's also very, good feature where we have the nanolog servers. So these logs are, you can see, available. And it is showing the last 24 September logs are available. And you can see which application has been dropped. What is the location type? Road warrior. Road warrior means you are working from the anywhere, not in office. And you can see the URL, what URL you see that, what is CDN, URL category, you can see business class and everything. So you can see a lot of information. Along with that, you can see the client IP address, client external IP address. This is the same which is happening because this is accessing by the public IP address. So client, private and public both is same. And these are the servers for which they have make the connections. And you can see the SSL inspection, whether it's apply or not. So if someone is saying like this particular IP is getting blocked, so you can just apply with this particular IP address. Let's suppose I want to check the log with this only IP address. So what I can do that I can leave client any, but match IP just with this one. So I can just only get logs for this IP address. Let me apply again. So see, now I have only 4 logs because I precisely put the more granular filter here. So I just have the 4 communication for this IP address. So if any traffic is getting dropped for this particular communication, I can see in this log. So you can see this is failed due to some reason. So if you just scroll it here, policy, it is policy action, it is showing here. Let me see. So you can just see this packet, first packet was allowed, third was allowed, but 2 packets were dropped because during the SSL handshake process, this was some issue happened. The SSL handshake was not completed and this message was arise, right? Drop due to failed client SL handshake. Means client was trying to do SL handshake, but this was not completed. Because of that, this packet has been dropped. So this is also one good thing you should be understand. So this is one thing where you can get the all log related to the troubleshooting. But if you want to do the more insights, right? Again, you want to do more and more troubleshooting. Logs is going to give the logs, but you want to see the more insight even after the logs as well. So it is also possible. You want to see the current week, previous week, current one. You can select again here. You want to see it in a chart format, pie format. It is going to give the pie format. You want to see all the traffic, right? Like similar to dashboard or some special category of the traffic. Let's suppose I want to see like uh, server IP. So I just select the server IP address. So it is just trying to fetch the information for server IP. As you can see, the data available last 7 days. So these are different servers. And now you want to see transitions byte time, what time this all communication was happen, how many communication was happen. So you can see the data, time, byte, everything is available. So you have the luxury, you can visualize what server connected, how many transition would was happen, how many byte traffic was sent, right? What was the time duration? And if you want to add more filter again here, let's suppose I want to add some kind of the server IP again. A lot of it, I want to put the same server IP again here. So it is just going to give the one server IP address filtering data only here. So just one filtering data available. Now there was 2 minute transitions was happen and total byte was this much transferred. And this is going to be total number of transition was the 4 time it was communication was happened. So it is going to give the transitions level of what is happened for particular source destinations. We have the again filter criteria similar to the logs, but logs is actual thing where you are going to get the lot of information about the troubleshooting. So your friend is always going to be logs for the web filter. Now, similarly, if you want to do the firewall insights, so these are the two most important thing, guys, because I know being the industry, if you have to do a troubleshooting, you always have to use the web insight and the firewall insights. So if you click on the firewall insights, again, you have the similar kind of stuff. You want to see any traffic for the current week, just click it. You want to download or display, I want display. I want to filter any firewall. What is my IP? So just I want to again source based communication. So let me see here. Server. See, we have the, let me go one by one. So we have different client source IP address, client tunnel IP. We have a lot of fields are here. For the firewall, we require a lot of things. Forwarding rule, what is going to here? IPS location, IPS user, network services, OS version, rule name, server destination IP. Let's say I want to filter. So I just put it here and I want to check the any communication was happening and processing with a firewall. Say if firewall engine is activated in GIA, then definitely it is going to process. But might be there is no rule, might be no policy configured for the firewall. So this because of this reason, you can see firewall control. If I see here, might be there is no policy for this particular IP. So because of that, this particular IP, I'm not able to see in the firewall logs. So you can see all firewall policies available in this particular section. And if the IP, some domain, some kind of the protocols, they are going to match, then only your action is going to be allow or might be it is going to be blocked. So you can see these are the different road warrior, FTP data, FTPS, Google Drive, hotline. These are the blocks. Some are the allow, Zscaler proxy IP, Microsoft 365. So we have the separate web filtering. We have the separate firewall engine. So web filtering just going to handle your web traffic. That is a port 18443. But firewall engine is going to access and help with your all firewall related policy. So that's why we have the firewall control policy here. And if I go up, we have the URL in cloud where you can just see the all the web related traffic and rule here available, right? So in this section, right, most important, you have the web insight and the firewall insight. Let's suppose you want to see the mobile insights any related to the devices. You want to see what happening in the current month, like any traffic. Again, the similar kind of filter you have to happen. So mobile device type you want to filter, right? Let's suppose I want to select a device type. There is all options. So you want to Apple iPad, iPod, right? You want to Google Android, Samsung. So you want to see the device basis logs, and you want to add more filter. Like I want to see particular user who is using this device. So you can add the user, like username is going to be highlighted here. So you can use any users. Again, you want to apply the filter, like which location this user is coming. So you can add the location name also, like a different location. You can apply the filter. So all mobile activity logs are going to be available here in this particular dashboard. That is not applicable because mobile user are not available here. So by doing this, you can see all the logs related to mobiles, right? If you want to see again inside, it is going to be available. So we understand for the web inside, mobile inside, firewall inside. Similar, any DNS related traffic you want to filter it out, it is going to be same process. You want to see any threats, that is also most important. Threats means what all threats are happening in my network, any time frame, what threats was happening. So there is no threats right now showing because it's not the real production one. But if you have the threat configured in production GIA, then it is going to be available here also. Tunnel insights, like we have the tunnels, GRA tunnel, IPsec tunnel. We have to understand what is happening in the tunnel as well. So you want to see how many data has been sent by tunnel, how many data has been received by tunnel. So you can just select the any month and you want to see the any location, source, destination, tunnel IP. You want to see with the VPN credentials. A lot of filter. Like when you build the tunnel, we have the option to give the source tunnel IP address, destination tunnel IP address, tunnel type GRE IPsec. You have the option. See here. So if I just select here GRE IPsec, and if you're using the GCC client connector, that have tunnel 2.0. So if I want to see that GRE might be not GRE configured here, IPsec, then it is going to ask for which location, what is the VPN credential. We have the different kind of the option available. I want to see that like data received or sent, or might be any kind of the received packet. So this is going to show. Right now nothing is showing, but yes, definitely if it's something is available, it is going to show you in this particular log section. So this is how tunnel related things are going to. So you also have to understand what is my GRE tunnel, what is my IPsec tunnel, which condition I have to forward the traffic with the help of GRE tunnel, which situation I need to forward my traffic with the IPsec tunnel, which situation I need to use the tunnel 2.0 or 1.0. And even I don't want to use any tunnel. I want to securely send the traffic with the help of the pack file or the browser access. Then what is the way of doing that also? So we have a lot of advanced feature available. You can see here in the policy section, not policy and administration sections. So we have the sub cloud feature. Let me proxy and gateway also we have. So I'll explain some time. VPN credentials. This is for tunnel creation and all. IPsec and GRE. If you want to get, this is going to be required here. Let me see. I think that is browser access is not available in this section. Might be this dummy one, so it's not showing actually. Forwarding control we have. So browser access feature is still not visible here. But yes, you can just check it in admission section. You have the browser access feature available here. So this is going to help you to isolate your complete communication when you're going to access without this tunnel feature and all, right? So this all is going to be available here, and the troubleshooting is going to be available here as well, right? So you can just check the SaaS application, tunnel insider, everything. So most troubleshooting related thing you can do it here. Configuration, policy, administration, we'll discuss in separate section. Now we have to discuss most important part about the certification, how the certification is going to be look like. So guys, if you are planning for the certification, right? So we have the two types of certification right now available in the Zscaler. One is a JDTA, right? And one is a JDTE. So this is the advanced, or you can say expert level certification. And this is, you can think about administrator or administrator level certification, right? So we have JDTA exam and JDTA exam. So if you want to become the JDTA engineer, so see, this is the official study guide as well, right? So we have digital, means Zscaler digital transformation administration. It's quite tough exam, guys. It's not easy. You have to do a lot of study, right? And the exam is completely MCQ based, multiple choice question you have to give there, and you can clear the exam as well. And if I talk about the topics, you can see a lot of topics are available here. We have to very good in the Zscaler, then only you can crack the exam. You have the very good understanding about the policy framework, zero trust sections, SAML, SIEM, what does that mean that, right? So identity services, basic connectivity, Platform services, you also have to know digital experience, Zscaler, access control, cybersecurity, and data protection, troubleshooting tools and support. So these are the topic which are going to cover in this exam. And you can see if you're just going to pass this exam, you're going to get this kind of badge, right? And this badge is going to be available on the Credly. And you can just update this badge in a profile and all, right? And you can like see certification exam name. This is going to be 90-minute exam and only 50 question is going to be available. And this format is going to be MCQ, right? Multiple choice scenario with the graphics and the matching. Language would be English. And this is service certification name, and you can do this exam via this particular portal, Certiverse, or our online test platform. These are the, like, you can just book the exam, you can give that exam as well. And if you see that these are the different section, and different section have a different weightage. Means total is, if you add it here 20 20 40, it is going to be around 100% total. But out of 100, 4% of the questions are going to be come from the identity services. Basic connectivity, it is going to 20% questions. So you have to more focus on the basic connectivity, 20%, right? So you have to pass that. Platform services 15%. Digital transform, Zscaler digital experience, you have to 10%. Access control, you have to 15%. Cyber security services, that is 20%. And that basic data protection is 16%. So total is going to be happen like 100%, right? And then you are going to be passing marks is almost 75% plus. You have to score, then you are going to pass. So this is how it is going to happen. And these are the different classification and all. And you just have to learn these are ebook officially available for this Zscaler exam. You want to learn how the SAML flow is going to be happen, what is the step-by-step process when the user is going to be login, how the authentication process is going to be happen, what is the first packet is going to happen, then how the second, where the Okta, your identity provider is going to come in a picture, where is the made with your Azure AD is going to come in a picture. So different ADFS, you have ping one, Okta, IDPs, knee login. So different have the identity provider. So you should know about that also. And this book is going to be 149 page, and then you are going to become the champion of this particular, like all the theoretical concept and the practical concept. But for that also, you should be familiar with this kind of the dashboard. You must have the working experience as well. Then only you can be easily crack the exam. Else it's very difficult. An exam fee would be 300 US dollar. Okay. So exam fee would be 300 US dollar. If you're going to fail, that is not refundable. Okay. So that also you have to think about it. Now, once you've done this JDTA exam, then you have to go for the export level exam. That is a JDTE exam. Okay. So in the JDTA exam, if you just click on this section, we have this Zscaler Digital Transformation Engineer. That is the global name because Zscaler defined in such way that is globally can be accepted. But in India, probably we can see Zscaler Digital Transformation Expert because it's a after administrator. So you have to, the book is also quite long, 287 page. And we have the again lot of exam topics. Zscaler digital transformation, the core skill, advanced identity. You have the basic identity services in this particular section, but here you have to learn advanced services, advanced connectivity services, everything in advanced, advanced platform services, advanced access control services. So you have to learn more, right? You have to learn source IP inquiry, how it is going to happen. You have to learn about the advanced cyber security services. You have to understand the incident management services. You have to understand the advanced Zscaler digital experience, Zscaler architecture. It is advanced, right? Advanced DLP, you have to understand. Advanced troubleshooting and support. And then you have to go with this kind of again format, how this exam format is going to be happen. So this is again, you have to refer this study guide and all, and these are the different certification name, JDT, and you have to do the online. This is going to be 120-minute, and this is number of item is going to be 120 questions as well, right? It is again going to be MCQ questions, right? And you can do with the matching, the different like you have the topics where you have to weightage, it is going to be provided, and if you're going to clear the section more than 75%, you're going to clear the exam. and then probably you are going to be grid in the Zscaler, right? And again, if you go down, you're going to have the learn this all advanced technology, how it is going to look like, how the again the authentication is going to be happen and all. But in my recommendation, guys, first you have to start with very strongly here. This is your Bible, okay? So you go with the Zscaler Digital Transform Administration. It's have it too much, guys. If you complete this one is going to be very easy for you. Trust me, not my word. Because passing of this JDTA is also not easy. Okay. So don't think about the JDTE right now. It's a very new exam, right? Which had been launched by the Zscaler. Still, it's in the testing phase, right? Very few are crack those exams, right? But if you are going to crack this JDTA exam, it is going to give the more weightage, more recognition in the industry, right? You are the already JDTA expert. You have the complete knowledge of this particular section. So I just wanted to convey this all, right? If you have any question and query, you can visit our website. There is a WhatsApp number. You can just reach out to here. You can just visit the content detail, right? If you have any concern, any kind of question, you can just write email to us as well. We'll try to help you out. Here's the email info@guinet.com, right? Here's a support number. You can fill your query and definitely someone is going to reach out to you and they will help you a lot, right? So I wish this information is useful. You at least you understand what is the dashboard, what is the analytics section, what is the reporting section, what is the web insights, means especially for the insights, we have web insight, mobile insight, firewall, DNS, threat, tunnel, and SaaS security insights. So we'll try to cover step by step each and everything, how the policy framework is going to look like, how the administration is going to look like, how things is going to work step by step. We'll understand in upcoming session. So hope it's useful for you all.